What is up, everybody? I am Mega Shortfuse, and caught on the heels of the Need for Speed Most Wanted announcement, I don't want to do a trailer breakdown, so instead, you get to watch a very strange version of Need for Speed Most Wanted. This is a Russian mod that I downloaded for the PC, which is awesome, because it adds new cars and stuff to the original Most Wanted. So enjoy me running away from the Tier 4 cops, which are, for some reason, now in 911s, and I think those are GT 3RSs, something along those lines. That's not really important. What is important is that the new Most Wanted got announced, which is developed by Criterion. And I wanted to give my 2 cents on that, kind of, inform you what I think it's going to be in the game, judging by the gameplay and the trailer. First things first, the game looks to be running on Criterion's engine that they developed for Hot Pursuit, and I apologize that I do not remember the name, but what I think matters is that that engine supports more arcadey racing, and the demo showcased that. It wasn't as rigid as the run is. I've grown accustomed to the run's controls, but they're not as smooth as Hot Pursuit, so I'm happy that that makes a return. The graphics look amazing as a result of that, and well, I can't wait to see what they look like on the PC. Some things that aren't as obvious. Some of you might have missed that there are actually SUVs in the trailer, which might mean that SUVs will be playable. It actually does mean that SUVs will probably be playable for the first time since, I think, Underground 2, where you could take a Lincoln Navigator and create a lunchbox out of it, or, well, something along those lines. It looked like a lunchbox when I was done with it anyway. So, well, that's good. It's going to be strange because the police, of course, are back, I mean, judging by the title, and it's going to provide some interesting ways to deal with the cops, because I don't think the cars are indestructible, so you gotta be a bit smarter than I'm being here, just doing donuts, waiting for the police to grow a brain and try and catch me. So SUVs will provide you with a more aggressive playstyle, I'm guessing. It's going to be open world, of course, obvious. There are going to be no menus, going to be like seamless transitions, and most importantly, I do not think there's going to be a story mode. Let me explain. The initial trailer had some voiceovers, okay? But those voiceovers are just PR bullshit, I think. Because they don't say anything, they don't set anything for the story in stone. They just sort of showcase that Autolog still exists in a roundabout way. Challenge your friends, all that. And while I'm okay with that, I'm kind of bummed because Most Wanted, the original, this one, while having a very cheesy story, cheesy and campy, it was still good and enjoyable and charming even. And that led into Need for Speed Carbon, which is probably my favorite Need for Speed title ever. But yeah, story kind of bummed out that probably won't be there, but we can live through it because the gameplay is going to be awesome, as I've mentioned, because of the engine. Now the thing that people are already whining about, there's going to be no customization, and to that I direct you to my Machinima post, which will probably be up by the time this is actually, well, up. And look at that guy, he flipped over and he's still functional. And in my Bloodlust I tried to kill him and yeah, failed miserably. But there's going to be no customization, and I think that is probably a good thing. Because, for one, that leaves more development time for the actual AI of the police, which, let's face it, while fun isn't very smart in these previous installments, the worst case or the worst example of that is Need for Speed Undercover, where the police could literally be evaded by holding down forwards. But I digress. So yeah, hopefully that time that was taken away from customization, which, again, Need for Speed has moved beyond that. It's trying to be more gameplay focused than, putting big ass rims in a car and not much else, like Undercover did. But again, I'm digressing. I really hate Undercover, for those of you that don't know, who are new here. So yeah, customization, I'm bummed. As strange as it is, I am bummed, because from what you just heard, it might come off as that I don't like customization. No, I think Need for Speed has outgrown customization, but I don't think it's bad. Prime example of that is Midnight Club Los Angeles, which blended seemed like it was awesome to play, and it had an extremely deep customization system to the point where even I, And long followers of this channel will have, or long time followers will have an idea of just how much I don't care about customization. I created like 15 cars in that game, like bottom up. But yeah, so hopefully, what will that extra time go into? Probably more cars. There's going to be a wider variety of those, and they actually break, as I've mentioned. At least they visibly do. What is the police? You will not be able to play as the cops. That much I'm certain of, because well, it's most wanted, and the whole point is to run away from the police. So it's not going to be as diverse as Hot Pursuit in that department, but it more than makes up for it with the open world. Now, as far as the open world goes, is there going to be anything in it per se? Hard to tell. At most achievements, I think there's... I saw a billboard actually in the gameplay demo of E3. The guy playing broke a billboard. And that might mean that there are collectibles just like in Burnout Paradise, but I don't think there will be much else except, you know, events you can drive to, and of course, the cop chases, which will vary. I truly think they'll be fun, but yeah. So, those are my 2 cents. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment, express your opinion. Don't whine about customization. We're over that. Subscribe if you haven't, or if you want to, and I will see you later.